Okay, here we are.
And I believe IAF is starting up north. Yes, they are starting up north, and their opponents, You Are Dead, will be starting down south.
Okay, mine's a pretty familiar map to us all, of course.
Yep.
And, well, it does look like UAD is rushing that hilltop.
Yeah, it's pretty expected. Yeah, usually a common strategy we see on this map is, both teams kind of rushing that hilltop. The funny thing is, though, every time I play online and I play on this map, every time I rush the hilltop, I just die.
Yes, indeed. 15 on 15, that would tend to happen. You're not the most patient of players now, are you, Andy? Anyways, neither am I, to be honest with you. Anyways, the hilltop has been quite monopolized here by the UAD players.
Yeah, but actually IAF only sending up 3 now. 3 are up on the hilltop now, and 1 medium tank is actually kind of camping on the base hilltop, and they actually sent 2 of their light tanks down to that western island. So
well, that hilltop has been completely monopolized by UAD players so far. I mean, they're just really squatting in. They sent 1 scout all the way to the northeast, to that village. Whereas right now on the IAF side, well, they decided to just monopolize that western island a wee bit more. Yeah. Maybe taking sniping positions, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, and actually on the IAF team, they also have a piece of artillery. It's only a tier 2 though, so not too scary.
It's that Panzer MK6, not the biggest of guns out there.
Yeah, definitely not. So taking a quick look at their tank selection as well. So pretty different tank selection coming out from both teams. IAF actually opting for only 1 heavy tank, 2 mediums, 1 piece of artillery, and of course 3 light tanks. And their opponents, You Are Dead, going for 2 mediums and 5 light tanks. So quite different strategies going into this map.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I think both teams know that they're both really trying to go for this hilltop right now, but what You Are Dead don't know is that only 2 IAF members are actually up here right now. So it could actually turn out quite interesting if they actually do decide to push up the hilltop.
Well, honestly, in terms of raw firepower, I'd still have to give it to obviously UAD. Although they do not have that T-32, however, it's just it's that extra tier 8 light, pretty much. They've got that extra AMX-13, and they got 2 ZZ-132s. So basically, they can still dodge the big T-32 firepower. They just have to watch out a little bit for their scouts, not to be taken out too early, especially by that Panzer, that AMK-6. But I think they just really did the smart move by just squatting that hilltop early on. They had the extra speed, they had that extra superior tank, pretty much. So they did that fairly well.
Definitely.
Legacy Jana just did take a wee bit of damage, but really not too significant at this point. It is a T-69, it can take some punishment.
Yeah, but I mean, that T-32 is in such a good position right now, because basically, if the You Are Dead members want to push up pretty much anywhere up on the hilltop,
they're getting blown to smithereens.
Yeah, they're going to get damaged.
I think UAD did well to just sort of squat that hilltop, because they definitely did not want that T-32 to be up there.
Yeah.
So they did well on that front. Now they do have the mobility, especially those WZs and AMX-13. They can actually just attempt, perhaps, maybe not the Western Island, because IF is definitely squatting that one, but I'd say like to the northeastern village.
Yeah. And actually taking a look here now at Kokomomo here in the T-32. He's actually kind of moving back and forth. He's really just trying to see if the You Are Dead members are going to push up on the eastern side of the hill.
Right, he's just waiting for a mistake, because he definitely can't afford to just get out there in the open.
Yeah,
like 269s are actually just waiting for him as well, so he'd be outgunned.
Yeah,
outnumbered, outgunned as well, so he can't afford to just walk out there in the open. He's just, as well, you did mention, like he's just waiting at the base of the hill for maybe one of them. One of the UAD tanks to just, go for a sneak peek, in which case he would get really punished straight up. But I don't see that happening, though. You Are Dead players way too experienced for that.
Yeah, one of the members of IF are actually kind of down on the way southwestern part of the map. It is
it's a T1 scout, obviously, but he can't know that, some of the UAD forces were left to cover that southwestern flank as well. So UAD definitely not leaving anything to chance on there. I'm really liking the position altogether. They've got the map really well covered.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are playing extremely defensive right now. I mean, I really don't see any full-on pushes coming out anytime soon because, you know, basically the way both teams are positioned is that no matter if the opposition will push onto you, then
you'd walk into a trap. Yeah, I mean,
you win the trade.
Yeah, you would win the trade. So sort of right now 5 minutes down on the timer.
Yeah, what either team could do though is possibly go for an eastern edge push.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's the only part of the map that's open.
Especially when it comes to UAD, that's the only option they've got.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let's not forget though that although no matter how tiny, but that MK6 Panzer artillery is waiting at the northernmost part of the western island, covering for an eastern push. Exactly. So they would take some damage, and of course, let's not forget that T-32, which would see an eastern push coming as well. So if UAD decides to go through that eastern village, they could pull it off, but they would have to take in a lot of damage.
Yeah,
walking
definitely.
in, which is probably why they decided not to go for that one either.
Yeah. I mean, I foresee a draw coming because neither team yet. They're not.
Well, unless like somebody is willing to take a risk. Like, we're not going to see anything happening here.
I mean, both these teams are good enough to know that if they risk that, they're going to lose the set.
Arguably, yeah. You definitely don't want to lose a tier 8 to start with. I mean, obviously, like, you know what? If I were actually UAD, I'd try to corner the T-32.
Yeah, quite possibly actually. But
I would. Actually,
the thing is, there are 2 tanks up there right now.
Right now, yes. I should have said I would have done that a little earlier when the T-32 was alone. Then I probably would have risked it to some degree. But then again, I'm very impatient.
Yeah.
So
at the same time, you know, T1 gets taken out though.
Yeah, the T1 has been spotted.
A little bit of action going down.
Yep. Quite minimal though, but nevertheless.
So it actually does open up a small window for IF for now. But a T1 goes down.
Yeah, it was down on the western front basically. They just traded T1s out there. They spotted each other, but a T-69 was left to defend the UAD base.
Yeah.
Down there, all the way down there, covering that western island front pretty much. So
actually, maybe what IF should have done is, since they saw that T-69 down there in the southern area, they should have concentrated push straight down the middle, because that T-69 wouldn't be, or it would be there, but it wouldn't be as useful as being right there in the fight.
Maybe not, but you tend to forget, like, they do have like three tier 8 tanks squatting the hilltop. So unless that T-32 would just get perfect hits and take at least 2 tanks down, going down south, the T-69, which is based all the way down south, pretty much would have time to just actually come up with cover fire. So
but they're all light tanks though up there.
Right, I mean they are. I mean they do have one T-69 up that hill too. So if the T-69 would manage to sort of survive the T-32 onslaught, then it would leave them enough time for counter-attacking pretty much. Let's not forget, you know, these tier 8, although they're lights, you know, those WZs and AMX-13s, they can still do plenty of damage.
Yeah, definitely.
So one T-32 and a T-69 would not be enough for a central push.
I was talking about pulling all 4 of their tanks.
All 4 of the tanks, yeah. No, that could not. Yeah. That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, just screw it, just go.
All right, well.
Yeah, so about a minute and a half now in this first set.
And it definitely we're heading towards the draw, folks.
Yeah, I'll give it about a 99% probability that we're gonna head for a draw.
Oh, although UAD is pushing now.
They are?
UAD is pushing
quite
massively, as a matter of fact.
They're going for a flank.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. So they're going for a flank right now.
Like, it's a complete surrounding maneuver here by UAD, and we're gonna have to. That firefight's gonna be crucial. But
wow, they take out one.
Yeah, one UAD tank goes down. It's WZ-132. So right now, it's been drawn up, but the T-69 was taken out as well.
Oh,
so
Jordan is in trouble.
Yes, well, not really, because
actually, it's pretty even right now.
That T-32's almost down. That T-32's almost down.
Oh my God.
So if that T-32 goes down, that would be enough in terms of tier point advantage. They have to take this risk. He's almost out of the game right now. He's extremely low, and look at that Black Hawk.
He takes one out.
Black Hawk gets taken
great
down.
Shot.
So yeah, it's an extremely important shot that was made here. So it does look like IAF will go down on this one.
He actually might take out this T-69. Oh, he takes it out.
T-69 goes
wow,
down.
That is amazing.
This is gonna go to IAF.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, the aggressor is going to lose the engagement because they're coming out of cover, and all the defending team has to do is just sit there and just kill them.
That was brilliantly done.